G'day folks, in this week's video we're going to be looking at dual root zone aquaponic grow beds and also show you a bit of our ginger harvest we've got from one we've just pulled out of the bathtub. Also give you a bit of an update on the aquaponic system first, and right at the end we might introduce you to our new family member. So to begin with, we'll give you a bit of a gander at the fish. There's a big friendly fella who's always up at the top. These guys are feeding fairly well at the moment because the water temperature is up around about 21 degrees, which I think is around about 69 to 70 Fahrenheit. There really should be a lot cooler, seeing as we are in winter at the moment, but I do have a couple of heaters just down the side of the tank there, so it is keeping the water a lot warmer, which is costing us, I wouldn't say an arm and a leg, but definitely an arm at the moment. We do have a solar system on the house, but it is keeping the fish on the feed, which is fantastic. This also means that it's keeping the water warmer for the beds, and I have someone at my feet I'll introduce you to later. You can smell the fish cup. The water going into the beds is also a little bit warmer, and I don't know if it's really helping that much, but we have noticed some very remarkable growth on these bok choy. I didn't think they'd be ready until next week, but we have that little fella down there and another one over the other side that we'll be taking off for our dinner tonight. So really impressed with the way it's going. The broccoli we put in, there's 2 plants in every position, and again they've just put on some fantastic growth. So to be honest, I don't know if it's the water temperature helping just the plants put on that little bit of extra growth because it's so warm, or whether it's just because these guys have polished off their feed already and want some more, continuously feeding, just putting the nutrients through the system in winter. Everything just looks to be doing a lot better. We did have a couple of issues with these broccoli over here. We had a load of cluster caterpillars in there, so I did my best to collect as many as I could without squishing them and fed them to the fish. They definitely didn't take long to demolish them, and then I went around and sprayed the whole plant, making sure to get even down to the little developing heads of the broccoli themselves. Hopefully this rain we're getting today won't wash most of it off, because I tried to spray under the leaves because these caterpillars will eat the whole leaf. They'll digest some of that, the bacteria will expand in their belly and knock them over. So fingers crossed, yeah, the rain won't wash it off. Just a quick little wander around here. I did do the water chestnut harvest last week, so if you want to see the aquaponics water chestnut harvest, there'll be a link down in the description. Over here we have our Ahi Amarillo chili. She's still growing, keep threatening to pull her out, but we haven't quite got there yet. I did pop in some lettuce here in this bed, and they were left in the punnet a little bit too long and dried out, but they look to be going great guns now. They've only been in for about a week or so. This one here I thought I'd actually killed. It's bounced back nicely. And the aloe vera, I still haven't taken that out. I took out one small pup for a mate, but yeah, nothing there yet. So now our quick little updates out of the way, we'll have a bit of a gander at the dual root zone bed. It is basically a bathtub with some clay in it, with 3 pouches with soil. The potato one you may have seen go out the other week. I've just repositioned it, and we've got 2 more pouches in here. I've actually added in some large pot plant bases just for the pouches to sit in so I can pull them in and out. I do have a bit of an issue with some clay balls coming through the holes there, but I'm not overly concerned about that. So as to how these pouches were put together, basically we have a layer of sand down the bottom that comes up roughly between 3 to 4 inches or 75 to 100 millimeters, and then on top of that we have my preferred potting mix, and I've mixed in a handful of activated rock minerals into each pouch. The rock minerals are basically activated with bacteria, so those bacteria will help break down those minerals and make them plant available over time. And that is the potato that went out the other week, and it's looking pretty good. So just around the other side to show you the drain setup here. What we have is a foot valve screen screwed into the top of a bulkhead